Kaboom! My name is King Legacy, the 7-star general, the host of Yard Settings on Sassy Radio, an award winner as well, and MC for Legacy Sound International. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, tune into the Lion Voice, because time to tell our own story. So are you me, man? The lion coming on and boom and tell its own story. Africa and the world. Tune in, Lion Voice. Lion Voice.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. I left himself. Where's my ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hail them high, hail the black king, born the 23rd of July. So tell them guy, who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time, them a try. Them Romans, now them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come spread out them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill. The lion will come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight at it.
Leadership does not mean domination. That means that we're here to serve the people. We're here to serve the lion pride. You know, as a father, you're there to serve your family. You're in service of your children and their needs. You're in service of your queen, ensuring that she's safe, she can dwell within her feminine energy. You know, as a lion, as a brethren in the community, you're there to serve the community needs to the best of your ability. One of the things that we have not done as a community is building individual economics. And this is why, again, I want to champion the creative ecosystem way of life, because if we don't have strong individuals, we're not going to have strong families, because of course the king should be one of the primary breadwinners. You should have an economic base to build a kingdom. That's just part of our principles on this channel. Once you have that economic base, then you can build a strong family. Strong families build strong communities. Strong community builds strong nations. Strong nation build that unified continent, that Zion on earth that we're talking about, or that we're seeking to build and develop on this channel. So it starts with, as a brethren, making sure that the economic ecosystem, and as kings, whatever that economic endeavor, it should be something that serves the needs of the people. That's in keeping with Rastafari way of life. So there's nothing wrong with monetizing service. Our intention is to build a network here and to monetize, but that's why we try to bring information to the youths. We try to bring value to the youths, whether it be through Lion Law, where we're talking about entertainment law topics, whether we're interviewing thought leaders from around the different aspects of the network, whether we're just reasoning on Rastafari, liberty, or relationship topics. We try to bring value. And the aim is to monetize so we can step up the pace of everything. And speaking of monetization, we have to big up Ramia King Designs. These are part of their product offerings. They've come on board as a sponsor, so we want to big them up for coming on board, supporting the platform. We want to also just big up Rastlage, and I just want to take some time. The brethren, reason with the brethren, and the brethren informed me that he lost one of his brothers to violence. And if one's watched the Rastlage episode on Lion Talk, you would know that he has lost other brothers to violence. You know.
If I talk about Southeast in them days, I don't really like to talk about it a lot, but I have to now.
Yes.
Because the story has to be told.
And that's it.
And it was very, very dark. You know, I personally myself have four My mother have 7 youth. I'm the youngest of 6 boys. I have one sister younger than me. Okay. I have 4, so I'm the youngest son. I have 4 older brothers, man, dead. 2 of them murder. Gunshot, murders. One brother dead from AIDS and one brother from cancer. You understand? So at that time there, in anybody who ever experienced death of any kind of way, it affects you.
And, 2 other brothers he lost to violence, he lost one more. So when we talk about Washington D.C., we talk about some of the problems of the inner city. We talk about badness and these things on this channel. Know that it's very real and that it impacts a lot of us coming from rural or inner city backgrounds. A lot of us who have roots in the working class of people, we're not far removed from this. So I want to just ask the Lion Pride to send up prayers for our brethren Rastafari, who lost his brother. It's a big story in the city here in DC. I actually heard about the story on the news before I knew it was related to the brethren. So big up Rastafari. He's come on board supporting this platform, part of the family, part of the network. So Lion Pride, show some love to the brethren, whether it's in the comments or just sending up our eyes. But we just want one's nose to the Gideon real right now. And as we're telling the story has not stopped unfolding. We're navigating this Gideon in real time. So again, leadership does not mean domination. Number 2 is inspire others to follow. So this is one of the principles that His Majesty said is a mark of true leadership, that true leaders are going to inspire ones to follow in their wake in terms of doing great works. Again, I can relate it to self in terms of the creative ecosystem. I have brethren that I've already started to try to implement. I've been sharing it with ones, and now that I am stepping out, I see more ones also reaching out, inquiring how they can set up or how they can support. So again, all of us have this ability, and this is why on this channel I'm super transparent with the audience, because the idea is not just to be out here I and I self. We want to see other people build their ecosystems, but adapt it to what they're doing in their creative space. I have this long intro. It's intentional because these are all of the areas of the passion. So we use this platform as a hub for everything, so we can brand in all of those areas through the repetition. So we want to see other creatives come up and start their YouTube channels, to start putting out their Patreon, to start building out their ecosystem on different social media platforms, to start collecting their email lists, to start sending out their newsletter. Because why? When we have all of these decentralized ecosystems, everybody will attract their own audience. But now what happens? We can cross promote. I can go and interview on your platform or appear on your platform, vice versa. And now the interplay, the audiences are there. So that means Babylon cannot cancel us. We have created our own consumer ecosystem. We've created our own marketplace. So, by I and I stepping out again and talking about these topics, providing the information instead of trying to hoard it, it has inspired others to follow suit. And again, we want to see other people's works. Shine your light in Mount Zion. We don't have to feel threatened. We have an abundance mindset, and I have some big announcements. Some collaborations are coming. We've been reasoning, with ones and ones. So you're going to hear about some collaborations announced. And I'm going to be honest, I have some advantages the average creative does not have, but I've been transparent with that. I told everyone from the beginning that my superpower was the network. Over 20 years in multiple fields, building relationships. So my growth is rapid. Even it's 95% organic growth. You know, we haven't really done any paid marketing spend yet. You know, we've done a little bit of testing here and there, but we haven't rolled out any paid marketing. So it's organic growth. Some of you may be on 300 subscribers for a year, 2 years. It might take you the time, but being consistent beats perfection. And right now, we need to see Rastafari brethren push out with different economic models. You might not have the ecosystem model, but you might have something else. We need to see it right now, brethren. And you need to have a direct relationship with your consumer base. So regardless of what you're doing, the ecosystem is going to apply, because you want to create that direct-to-consumer ecosystem to sustain whatever you're doing. So again, we want to see you push out with that by I pushing out with the Lion Voice Network. Again, we are seeking to inspire others to follow with their economic model and share. We need each other's strength to rise right now. One of the fascinating things that I read in the speech is that His Majesty said the story of nations is often told through the accomplishments of individuals. What does that mean? That means that in this global Rastafari nation, we need some individuals to step out and to do some mighty works. We can't just rely on the artists alone.
When Rastafari repair the damage, some way we gotta find a way to manage. You ain't gotta change for me. No need to explain to me. Hey yo, things change, things fall apart. Sometimes you gotta live with a broken heart. We survived as slaves, seen days to start. We crossed ocean waves, some were thrown to sharks. We survived that part, survived that ship. Now we got trouble with relationships. She wanna be a bad, some wanna be rich. Nobody want family life, we got trick. Got problems from slavery time that's not fixed. Still we drop it like it's hot, caught by the matrix. In slavery times I know I couldn't protect. You must admit, I know you lost a little respect. And I know that I had to fight back. You had to watch my manhood under attack. And if I tried to react, killed a locked in a cage. The same rules still apply in the cyber age. Hey, yo, you ain't gotta change for me. In fact, no need to explain to me. I'm a king, that's why it's plain to see. You're a queen, not who you claim to be. Hey, yo, you ain't gotta change for me. In fact, no need to explain to me. I'm a king, that's why it's plain to see. You're a queen, not who you claim to be. She got a back tattoo, her neck tattoo, got a nose ring and a tongue ring too. Got a makeup mask that I can see through. I know what's under the weave and all the hair blue. She got kinky hair, just like mine. First queen of the earth, so I know she divine.